It is said that in sports, to be the best, you have to beat the best. And so, for 1 week in February, the best senior high school basketball players test themselves and each other. At stake, the Hugh Campbell Basketball Trophy and bragging rights for 1 whole year. 36 teams, 63 games, countless hopes rise and fall with the sun as each day, sometimes into the wee hours of the morning, teams struggle and battle for 1 more win, 1 more day, 1 more chance to stay alive in the tournament of the year. The requirements for success are known to all. You must have penetration off the dribble for easy hoops. You must be able to unleash intimidating dunks, drain the three-pointer on demand, be a thief in the night or day when your team needs the ball the most, rejections which send them into the bleachers for the ball, and when winning is what matters, you may have to lay it all on the line. This is the price of victory. And if a picture says 1,000 words, then this is a chapter on disappointment and dejection. In contrast, victory, how sweet it is. It is a battle that has raged since time began. Only one can be the best, and every player, coach, and fan knows that it will take your best to be that one.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Secandal Isaacs Gymnasium, where we've come to the final game of the 17th Annual Hugh Campbell Basketball Classic. It began exactly 1 week ago today at the AF Valley Gym. We've come here for tonight's final between the Catholic High Crusaders, the Grand Bahama champions, and the C.I. Gibson Rattlers, the government school champions here in New Providence. I'm the Valari Chadasing, and joining me on the broadcast, Ricardo Lightborn. Rick, a great game tonight, the Catholic High Crusaders and the C.I. Gibson Rattlers.
Folks are going to get a great game tonight because both teams come in pretty much so evenly matched. C.I. Gibson, in turn, is a running gun team. They are very physical on the inside, and they're going to give Catholic High an awful lot to think about. Catholic High on the other side, we'll look at their big guy, Trevor Harvey. He is the guy to go to tonight. And also, when you look at the guards, Derek Cummings and Brian Bain, they're going to have to step their game up if they're going to win this year's title.
Well, the C.I. Gibson Rattlers, a very scrappy team. They don't give up. They play 4 quarters of basketball. You've got to stay on top of your game to beat the C.I. Gibson Rattlers. That's what SAC found out earlier today.
They found it out, and they got caught in a situation that they could not do anything about. That is all because this team has a unique style of defense. They will show you zone, go man-to-man. They go into traps. They'll do everything that it takes to win. They are going to be a team to watch on the defensive end of the board. They're going to say, we're going to box out Trevor Harvey. If Brian is going to shoot, they're going to block him out. If Derek is going to shoot, they're going to block him out. So we're going to see a strong running team tonight from C.I. Gibson.
C.I. Gibson Rattlers and the Catholic High Crusaders going after tonight's championship tournament. Both teams looking to be crowned the #1 team in the country, by the way. We'll show you exactly how the C.I. Gibson Rattlers and the Catholic High Crusaders made it to tonight's final right after this.
SAC, the private school champions, took on the C.I. Gibson Rattlers, the government school champs, not only to see who was the best team in New Providence, but to move on to the finals. The Rattlers made this one look like a track meet, taking it to the big red machine, hitting from all angles. Rattlers led this one 32-26 at the break. SAC tried to come back, but the Rattlers was not ready to let this one slip away. In the end, it was the Rattlers looking like the #1 ranked team in the country with a 46-37 win.
Call it a repeat of the Grand Bahama Championship as the Catholic High Crusaders met the Tabernacle Baptist Academy Falcons. A slow-moving first quarter. Catholic High led it 12-10 after the first 8 minutes of play. The second period was an interesting one. Catholic High led it by 7, 28-21, and in the third, this is a shootout. But it was the Falcons getting the better part of it, 38-37. The final period, the Falcons were trying to stay with the Crusaders, but the Crusaders simply had the inside game. Trevor Harvey, dunk after dunk, really proved to be too tough. The final score, 60-50 in favor of Catholic High. Brian Bain had a pretty good game, 23 points. Quarter Munnings with 11. For Tabernacle, they go home to defending champions. The Nash Hannon with 10, Robin Penn with 10. They are thinking about maybe next year, and that's it. Coach Norris Bain will be in the saddle.
Well, as you saw, there are 2 very exciting games in the semifinals played, Rick, right here, over at the AF Valley Gym. Both the Catholic High Crusaders and C.I. Gibson Rattlers advancing. On the sidelines with us is Charles Fisher. Fish, what's happening over there?
Well, thanks a lot. No, we don't expect this game to be no soft play on the inside or the inside. Speaking with both coaches, they say their teams are coming out like 2 prize fighters, so expect this one to be like Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield part 3. Both teams throwing punches with bad intentions, And don't forget, CI Gibson has yet to lose a game on the year, so don't expect them to lose now. That according to coach Kevin KJ Johnson.
Well, we'll see exactly how it pans out here tonight at the Kendall Isaacs Gym. Take a break, come back with our live coverage of the Hugh Campbell Basketball Classic. And welcome back to the Kendall Isaacs Gym. The prayer for the opening ceremonies underway. We join the ceremonies now.
We pray for all these things in Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you very much, Mr. Simmons. Would you remain standing, please, for the singing of our national anthem, which tonight will be rendered by the educational officer at the Ministry of Education responsible for the performing arts, Mrs. Jewel Dean, our national anthem.
Lift up your head.
I don't have them on right now. I can turn them on. I can turn them on.
Till the road you've trod lead unto your God. March on, Bahama land.
I've never heard it better than that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's only fitting that tonight's game will showcase the talents of those young men who are considered the best in their various or respective divisions or regions. Tonight, we have the best from the north, and we have the best from the Central. Now, to introduce the players from both teams, I turn the microphone over to our in-house announcer, Mr. Austin Simon, with the team introductions.
We could move this way a little bit.
You Providence, are you ready? Grand Bahama, are you ready? Well, I'll tell you what.
We'll have the ceremonial jump ball now here at the AF Valley Gym to take a look at the Rattlers squad looking for the Hugh Campbell Basketball Championship tonight at the Kendall Isaacs Gym. There's Alfred Forbes, Harvey, as well as Bertram Cooper of the C.I. Gibson Rattlers. Ceremonial jump ball, yeah, I don't know if Harvey needs to really jump. Trevor Harvey.
He can just tip and just put it out the way, and as you can see, he's all smiles with the ceremonial jump ball.
Catholic High Crusaders coming out of Bahama.
I ask you now to please just sit back, relax, and enjoy this, the 17th championship game, Hugh Campbell Basketball Classic. See you at halftime.
All right, we're going to take a break here. When we come back, we'll tip it off at the St. Kendall Isaacs Gymnasium. And welcome back to the St. Kendall Isaacs Gymnasium, everyone. I'm Larry Jonathan along with Ricardo Lightbourne. We're set to tip it off. Let's take a look at our Gatorade starting 5 lineups for both teams as we get set to jump it up here. For the Catholic High Crusaders.
School Crusaders. At center, 6'10" senior, 200 pounds, Trevor Harvey. The forward is a slasher, Brian Bain, 6'3", 190. The two guards, he's a leaper, Derek Cummings. He's 5'9", 150 pounds. The other guard, Timothy Munnings, he's 5'1", 125 pounds. And the offside forward is Cordell Munnings, 6'3", 188 pounds. The starting 5 for the CHS Crusaders. And now, here's a look at the C.I. Gibson Rattlers starting 5. Antonio Davis, guard, 5'9", 150 pounds. Bertram Cooper, their big power forward, 6'1", 195 pounds. Ranford Miller, their scoring machine at 6'2", 160 pounds. Oliver McPhee at 6'2", 150 pounds. And Ricardo Johnson, not the pitcher, but he's the guard at 6'2", 168 pounds. You've met the Rattlers.
All right, we're set to jump it off here at the Kendall Isaacs Gym, the 1999 Hugh Campbell Basketball Classic. Trevor Harvey winning the tip easily over Bertram Cooper and going right to work. Derek Cummings.
Derek is going to be able to do that, and he needs to be moving very quickly, and that's what he exactly did. Started the scoring for the Crusaders.
Here come the Rattlers now. Johnson out on top there. There's inside feed. McPhee lost it.
Derek Cummings with the very quick hands, gets the turnover. Now Timmy Solomon will set the offense for the Catholic High Crusaders.
See if they look to go inside early on here. Back on top to Cummings, looking for Harvey posting up. Just out of your pitcher. Ball slapped out of bounds by the Rattlers. Still Crusaders basketball. Looks like Crusaders looking for Trevor Harvey early on.
They're going to look for him, and also Timmy has got to realize that he needs to get the ball on the inside, and he's got to hold his head and be composed on the court, and like you said, hold his head. What a quick turnover.
Steal by the Rattlers, taking it up, missing the basket. Ranford Miller.
Cordell Munnings with the rebound for the Crusaders, takes it off, and he'll give it to Cummings and let Cummings now run the offense, and the moving guard will be Solomon.
Ryan Bain from the corner. No good. Rebound Cooper for the Rattlers. 2-0 to score. Minutes into the opening quarter of this championship matchup. C.I. Gibson Rattlers in white, the Crusaders in yellow. And there's a steal by Timmy Solomon for the Crusaders. Solomon splitting the defense and taking it to the hoop.
Timmy Solomon, one of the better point guards in Grand Bahama. He's hungry. He knows this is his last year as a senior. He wants to go out in glory.
Ricardo Johnson there for the Rattlers. Off to Miller. He's fouled as he went to the hoop.
And I think that's going to be on Cordell Munnings. Munnings got his hand in there, doing a little bit too much away from the basketball. The official, Ozzie Salmons, right on the play to make sure that this one does not get out of hand early.
Also, a member of the officiating crew tonight, Kendall Taylor and Tony Williams joining Ozzie Simon. At the line, Ranford Miller. He's one of the key members of this Rattlers squad as he misses the first attempt. Crusaders up 4-zip as Miller looks to give the Rattlers their first point of the game, and he missed both attempts from the charity stripe.
Yeah, that was something that he did also in the game against SAC. He was not able to really cash in the charity stripe. He's going to have to do that for the Rattlers, and if he doesn't, down the road, those free throws are going to be very costly.
Rattlers cannot afford to get in trouble early on. There's a fade to Bain in the paint. We have a foul on the floor against the C.I. Gibson Rattlers. And you know, the Rattlers, because they're so aggressive on defense, tend to pick up a lot of fouls early in the basketball game. So you can look for the Crusaders to perhaps be in the bonus early.
Very early, like they did against SAC in the bonus at about 4 minutes into the ball game.
Trevor Harvey on the line there, missing the layup. And here come the Rattlers. On top, Ricardo Johnson had it knocked out of bounds. Timmy Solomon very hasty.
The ball has to go to Corey Cooper. He needs to get the basketball, run this offense, and make things happen for the Rattlers of C.I. Gibson.
There's steal for the Crusaders. There's a steal by Brian Bain. And Bain taking it all the way, jamming it home. Give the Crusaders a 6-0 lead early on.
Well, you know, this is uncharacteristic of the C.I. Gibson Rattlers team, but don't worry about it. It's still early in the ball game. We'll see what happens with Catholic High. Is on a roll, baby.
Cooper driving the lane, had it blocked by Harvey. Loose ball, and there's another block by Harvey on Miller that time. And Trevor Harvey showing why he's the big guy in the middle. You cannot bring it in there at him just like that.
You do not come inside. Trevor will make you pay, and Cordell had the basketball, but he walked with it with the turnover, and very quickly you can find that they want to make sure they get everything, as Kevin Johnson calls a quick timeout. He does not want this one to get away early.
Well, we're going to take a break here in the action. We'll come back and see just how the C.I. Gibson Rattlers respond after the timeout. Back at the AF Adley Gym, the Catholic High Crusaders lead it 6-0. Let's find out what KJ Johnson had to tell the Rattlers. Fisher.
Kevin KJ Johnson, the coach of the Rattlers, he wants them to pound the ball inside who they call Charles Barkley, Bertram Cooper. You know that this gym, unlike the AF Adley gym where they can shoot the ball from outside, he wants them to pound the ball on the inside and then try to get the outside shot if the inside is not working. But they want to get inside the big number 34, Bertram Cooper.
All right, let's see how the Rattlers respond here as they inbound the ball with 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. There's Bertram Cooper missing the shot underneath the basket. Crusaders controlling the rebound.
Brian Bain clears it out, and now will give it to Timmy Solomon. Solomon will set the offense for the Crusaders.
Over there to Cummings, looking for Munnings down low. Through his hands, and the Rattlers come away with it. They've got to get some offense going, however. 6-0, 4.5 to play in the first quarter. On top, Davis. And now here's Cooper. Put up the shot, missed it. And the rebound, big Trevor Harvey.
Harvey's going to be in there to clear out. He's going to have to be the guy to really keep everything defensively underneath the boards. Also, Cordell Munnings is going to have to look up because Timmy Solomon is a quick guard. He's going to give the ball to him, so he needs to be ready.
Cummings for three from the baseline. They're no good. Rattlers come away with the rebound. Davis, up-court pass to Miller, lost it. And the Crusaders picking up another turnover off the Rattlers.
Take it up to Timmy Solomon and Derek Cummings. They're double teaming the guards and making sure they get it early in this one.
Cummings driving, dishing to Munnings in the paint, and he's going to be called for a traveling violation.
Well, he got tangled up down low. I think that created the problems for him, but you can see the team needs to run a little bit, and I think they're going to get caught off guard here with another play.
Quickly inside to Miller. They bring it back out on top. Here's Cooper. Missing the shot. Rebound cleared for the Crusaders by Munnings, and a ball knocked out of bounds by the Rattlers that time. So Crusaders with another possession here, 3.5 to play, still 6-0. The Rattlers still looking for their first points of the ball game.
I think it's also jitters, Nuvolari. They have played the entire tournament on the floor of the Air Valley Gym. Coming into the Secando Gym, a different floor, getting a different feel for the atmosphere. They're going to take a little while before they get in sync here in this ball game.
There's Brian Bain down low. Sends it back on top to Solomon, driving the lane. Ball knocked loose, but picked up by Trevor Harvey. He put it up and in, and he is fouled. Count the basket, and Harvey goes to the line now to complete a three-point play with 3:11 to go in the first quarter. 8-0 Crusaders.
And Bertram Cooper got caught for that foul, but Trevor Harvey is going to have to step up to the line. Now, he's going to get a chance to shoot a lot. They're going to bang him up down low. He's going to get a chance to go to the charity stripe. He's going to need to make these baskets and make a good run. And right now, C.I. Gibson is simply out of sync.
And Harvey from the charity stripe misses. And here come the Rattlers, still looking for their first points of the ball game. Davis over to Miller. Back to Davis. Cooper almost lost it out of bounds. Saved it. There's a steal by Brian Bain now for the Crusaders, pushing it up, keeping it. Finally, the pass. Derek Cummings for the reverse layup. It's good.
Baseline, Derek Cummings. He knows this is his senior year. A title to go out with is going to be big for him, and he's going to give it 110%.
Rattlers went to McPhee. He lost it out of bounds. And so this Rattlers team having all sorts of problems here in the first quarter, trying to get something going, trying to get some points on the scoreboard. Let's go back over to Charles Fisher, see if we can get something from Fish. This Rattlers team awfully shaken, and the Crusaders have quieted the crowd here in the Campbell Isaacs gym.
You can say that, Novi. I don't know what's happening with the Rattlers, but the Rattlers seem to play sporadic ball. Don't count the Rattlers out just yet. You know, earlier in the game against Sac, they came back for as many as 6 down. Kevin KJ Johnson still wants them to pound the ball inside the Bertram Cooper, and if not, pull it out to the inside where Antonio Davis can get the 3-point. You know he can hard up from the range any time of the day. And like Ricardo mentioned, the Air Valley Gym and the Kendall Isaacs Gym is two different gyms, so the shooter's touch have to be here at the Kendall Isaacs Gym.
There's a look at the Rattlers huddle. Kevin Johnson, the coach, has taken off his jacket, and he needs to do that, roll up those sleeves. Now, if you got to get dirty here and get something going for the C.I. Gibson Rattlers, who trail 10-0 with 2 minutes and 36 seconds to go.
Well, I know this one, Nuvolari, is going to be interesting because talking to Coach Charlie Rubens before the game, he said all he wants his team to do is to play consistent basketball, do the things that they've been able to do. They came out early in the ball game before the game started. They got a feel for the floor. They got a feel for the rim. C.I. Gibson came out a little bit later, didn't do it, and I think that may be advantage right now as Catholic High is feeling a little bit comfortable with the floor here at the Kendall Isaacs Gym.
10-0 and Crusaders with possession. The Rattlers are going to have to step up that defense, perhaps try and get some steals to convert into easy layups, but of course they'll have to get it done. Going to get back into the ball game. Here come the Crusaders. Cummings on top. Goes over there to Bain. He feeds it to Harvey. Spin move, puts up the jumper, no good. And here come the Rattlers on the break. Corey Cooper having it blocked by Derek Cummings, who just went up above the rim for the block. What a block by Cummings.
We've seen that all tournament long. Derek Cummings, he is not playing. He is dead serious about this one here tonight.
Harvey to Pinder. Went underneath there. Had it slapped out of bounds. Still Crusaders basketball.
And it is good to see Mikos Anderson in the game. Mikos, he basically moves the basketball, but Cummings has the range.
Knocks it down. Three-pointer. 13-zip. Catholic High Crusaders leading the C.I. Gibson Rattlers. Favorites here in the gymnasium. And there's a foul by the Crusaders now against Mikos Anderson as Davis drove the lane that time.
Mikos Anderson, a kid, Nuvolari, said to Coach Rubens before they got into the pool championship, Coach, I'm ready now. I'm ready to play ball. He was basically the ball handler, not a shooter. He's now being aggressive.
Miller trying to feed it inside there. to Brown. Had it slapped away, and now a foul called against Catholic High.
Well, I think they're going to call it a jump ball. It'll go to possession of the C.I. Gibson Rattlers.
Inbound pass comes, stolen. Brian Bain. Bain with a nice layup there, escaping the defensive man. Antonio Davis trying to get back on Bain. He just went all over him. You have to look at Bain. 15 zip, Catholic High. As Davis hits the three-pointer, and the Rattlers are finally on the board on a three-point basket, a big one. Antonio Davis from behind the arch.
And he found the range. I think that may set the tone for what they want to do now here in the first period.